Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing the last installment of my Colored Rain mini palette series and featuring the Very Cute palette. I already have my face done. I just filmed Smoke Show, took off Smoke Show, going in with Very Cute, left everything else on, repowdered, and here we are. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I have a ton more makeup tutorials, hair product tutorials, demos, reviews, all that fun stuff on here. Let me know what you would like to see next, whether it be something movement, hair, or makeup. If you like these types of videos, give it a thumbs up. And without further ado, let's get started. I've already prepped my lids with some Noir Soft Matte Concealer in the shade Ginger. I will powder it down so it's not as tacky. And then we can get into this very cute palette. I'm gonna powder these lids down. There are lots of things we can do here. This has, I believe, the most metallic foil shadows out of all four. You have 3 mattes, 3 foils. Smoke Show, which we just worked with, had 5 mattes and 1 metallic. I think I'm gonna start with this. Define with this. Blend with that. And yeah. Let me just start there, because my brain. Taking a Smith 230 brush, it's a small crease brush, with Purple Berry, right here. I'm using a smaller blending brush just to apply it right on the crease line, I should say, because I don't want this to go too far up towards my brow bone, because that's what the warmer shade will serve as, that color to be closest and higher. But right now I just want to apply this, and the smaller brush will give me more control in making that happen. I like this color. It's a purpley gray, I want to say a very deep lavender. That's what I want to say. I don't know if that's what it actually is, but that's what I'm getting right now. I'm keeping it fairly circular, not pulling it out quite yet, because I want to use the warmer shade to do that with. And we still have to apply our defining shade, and I think now with the same brush, using Loveberry, I'm going to start applying that to the outer and inner edges of the lid. I like this shade too. It's a very cool toned plum, not red-ish, much like maybe what the Patrick Star shade is in his Goal Getter palette. That's like a very plummy red shade. This is definitely more cool tone. I love it. I love this color because it still doesn't look gray. It has a little bit of purple, which makes it interesting and not just charcoal. Not that I have a problem with those shades, but it's nice to kind of steer away from those traditional neutral smoky colors, but still have shades that are smoky in nature but have a hue to them. I'm really taking my time building up this Loveberry shade because I want it to serve as a foundation for, I think I might use the Palmberry shade, which is the metallic purple in here, as my brackets of color, and then go in with the lighter metallic shade to the center of my lid. Smith 232 now with, what is this? Kissberry. Blending out the edges here now. Carefully taking light pressure. There we go. I think that's working very well. And I am now pulling it out a bit. I might have to go in with that deeper shade to fill that section up a bit with a Smith 235, again with Loveberry. Because this is pointier, I'm gonna now just complete that, oops, not that one, complete that V. There we go. I'm pulling it out with this brush because I feel if I do, and when going back in with my 232 in the Kissberry shade, I have a better line to work with and see how I'm blending. I'm getting a little messy here. I'm not freaking out just yet because we're not done. We still have to apply shadow to our lower lash line, and when that happens, I think I'll be able to fix these errors. With a flat shader, Luxie 239 with Palmberry, I will also spray some on here, some setting spray to the shade. I want it to look very punchy, and this will be our purple brackets that I'm applying to the outer and inner portions of our lid. That is a nice purple. Oh yeah. Not too crazy about how my blending is looking at this moment. We still have a lot of work to do. I'm just laying down color, but once we smooth everything out, I think it will turn out much better. I can't get over this, like, what is that? So pretty. I'm gonna use this ColourPop shadow brush. It's pinched and I think will give us better precision here where I need that blending to happen. With both Loveberry and Purpleberry, those two grayish purple matte shades, I'm just grazing the edges of my crease because this is where I need the fixin'. And again, I'm pulling down and lifting my brow to flatten out this area of my lids and see what needs to be done. Because if I just go in like this, I really can't pinpoint what blending needs to happen. And when pulling and lifting the brow bone, I'm then able to get a better idea of what needs work. I'm getting a lot of exercise here in my brow bone muscles. I don't really like how this is looking, but I'm not, you know, I'm just gonna roll with it. I'm rolling with it. Perhaps I need to apply more metallic shadow there. Yeah, maybe a little bit more. I'm just careful so I'm not, that's good, okay. I feel a lot better about that. It probably is also maybe I didn't prep well enough. I could have done a better job in laying down my concealer. It could be a lot of things. Maybe my skin is a little raw from already having shadow on and applying more. But you know what? We're gonna make it work. With my finger now, Pinkleberry. Kind of reminds me of the shade in Berry Rust, which turns out to be more orange. I think this is then more actual rose gold. And that goes right at the center between the purple shade. Oh, that's nice. Trying to be careful because lots of times when I use my fingers, I get carried away, and see how this kind of went too far into my crease. That's when we use a very fluffy brush to sweep away that excess debris, if you will. I think that looks really nice with the purple metallic shade. Yes! I think we can now brush off the bake. It's safe to do so. Lower lash line, definitely using Platinum Berry, this like cobalt gray metallic shade. I will definitely use now a pencil brush because we're going to take that all the way across. I'm using my Morphe Y22. I think I might wet the shade because it looks nice, but I want a little more punch because I really want the metallic finish to show up here. And I'm going to further smoke this out with one of the matte shades. I think I'll smoke this out with Purpleberry with that ColourPop brush. Taking the same pencil brush but with Loveberry, I want to take Loveberry and just fix my outer corners better because I don't like how this is, it doesn't have color on there. See that? I might have to go in with the metallic shade. I think we're gonna apply some wing liner. I'll be right back. Almost done. I applied Lilly lashes in the shade, girl, the style Diamond. Yes, diamonds. I love Lilly lashes. I don't know what it is. Lilly and You Bounce Them, I feel just work very well on my lids. I do have to cut them, but these apply like a dream. I guess because I wore them for a little bit and they actually conform to my lash line shape, so that's good. I still want a little more punch from this Platinum Berry shade, and I think I'm gonna just go in with my pinky and stamp that color into my lash line. Thank goodness I don't have long nails and small fingers, because I think this is working out quite nicely. Hold on. I got a little messy. Wait a minute. I'm just gonna clean up this a little bit with some loose powder. You know what? I still have my Physicians Formula Butter highlighter. I went more into detail in the smoke show video. I'm still deciding if I love this or not. I mean, the pan looks gorgeous. These nice buttery swirls of highlight. This is in the shade Rose Gold. I thought it would pair nicely with the shades from Very Cute. It's still in the same scheme of things. What I'm gonna do is apply the butter highlighter with my fingers, apply more powder highlight on top, and maybe see that will give me the effect I'm looking for. Oh, before we do that, let me apply some MAC Extended Play to my lower lashes. To the tops as well. Now with the butter highlighter in Rose Gold, first with my fingers, just to the highest point of my cheekbones. I'm still not crazy about this texture. I really have to work it in to find the finish that I'm looking for. It's not bad, and I love how it feels in the pan, but I'm not really loving. And again, this might be a highlighter designed more for skin, right? Because I already have a bunch of powder on my face, and perhaps this is not ideal to apply on top of powder. And maybe this is my no makeup day type of highlighter where I just apply it to bare skin, where it gives me a nice luminous finish. I think that's what that might be, friends. Not really ideal to apply over powder because I'm not loving how it looks up close. It's not melting into my skin the way I would like it to, because I already have a lot of stuff on, and I get it. I will come back on here with excuse me. I will come back on here maybe to do a no makeup look and see how the butter highlighter applies to bare skin. Stay tuned for that. For now though, using Anastasia's Glow Kit in Sugar, I think I'm gonna use the shade Marshmallow and Butterscotch. I'm going to use actually a very small brush. This is the Morphe M511 with both those shades, just to where I need it. Apply it to the center of my nose, just above the brows. I already have blush on from the last tutorial I did, but I want to punch in a little more pink. This is the Marc Jacobs Airblush in Kink and Kisses. Like how that looks. To see how this shade looks. This is in Pearl, but it has a pink reflect. And considering the texture and all that stuff, I want to see what it does on the tops of my cheeks. Nope. Nope, nope. Why did I do that? I knew that was going to happen. I wanted to give it a chance. This is what I'm going to do. Spritz and then just punch it in, and so it melts. Because see, when I do that, after the setting spray, I love the glow effect it gives. Even remnants of that mistake still look okay. Alright. I'm glad we went back in with our pinky to apply that metallic cobalt shade because now I really love how it looks on my lower lash line. But do I have a liner that will match? Found this. NARS's Charlotte Gainsbourg. This collab that was in Sephora. Sorry, this is not zeroing in on the label. It's in the shade. Where did it go? But yeah, I don't have a shade on here. She only came out with 2 eyeliners. I will put down below which this is. I swatched it and it kind of looks like what we're dealing with shadow wise. So let's zoom in a little closer. That works. All right. Okay, like what that did. Fantastic. We already applied our highlighter, blush. We had bronzer on from before. Lips. I really wanted to apply my Kat Von D Everlasting in, I think it was Sanctuary. It's very taupey and kind of matches what we have on the lids. But I managed to find my jouer mini liquid mattes. I think I want to mix Noisette and Cerise Noir. This is like rose and this is more nude. Let's see how that goes. Gotta work fast because these dry to a very aggressive matte. Okay, that should go on the edges and then we'll set the center. That's a nice combination. I have to do that again. The Cerise Noir, I don't even know if I'm saying that right. It's a deep rose nude shade. I think Cerise has a really nice defining color with Noisette at the center. It's giving me like those taupey nude vibes I was looking for in a lip that will pair, I thought, nicely with the color on my lids. Alright friends, I think that's it and also concludes our Color Rain palette, mini palette series. We did all 4 and I had a blast doing these tutorials for you guys. I love all the palettes and I know Colored Rain shadows can be a little powdery and kickbacky. The metallic shades had a lot of fallout, especially because I was going in with a lot of color on the brush. I didn't mention this in Smoke Show, but just be careful when using the Smoke Show metallic shade. It's the only one in there that you powder well in your face or you do your eyes first because I had a lot of drop when I went off camera to prep for this look. This wasn't so bad. The purple shade definitely had a lot more drop as well, I think, out of all the shades in the palette. If you rather go in with your fingers or again do your eyes first, you don't have to worry about ruining your foundation. For the most part though, I love what we came up with. I'm glad I used this bluish gray metallic shade on the lower lash line, the purples and the rose gold on the lid, and the transition shades. I love these purpley gray shades. I think this is a great color story with the one warm shade and then you can really get creative with the other 2 here. I don't know what's my favorite. Man, Beauty Rest is beyond gorgeous with those burnt berry red shades in there. And I liked Lovely's. Lovely's was fun to use. I felt more difficult because not as user-friendly as the other shades because you have like blue, gray, and red, and pink. You're like, what am I going to do with that? Whereas the other shades, you have like a warm shade to kind of pull everything together, even if your other matte or metallic shades are wild color, let's just say, you could still, I think, make something happen. Let me know what your favorite palette is if you have a definite one. I think, again, they all serve a purpose and might pull more creative for some people more than others. Maybe someone thinks the Lovely is better or someone thinks the Beauty Rest is better. I think it all depends on your personality and how you like to wear your eyeshadow. I think this might be my favorite. I love Beauty Rest. I love the shades and the warm tones in there. But I feel it's very user friendly, right? So it's just like you can't go wrong with that. This, I feel, I just love these gray purple hues and the one warm shade. I think this is more comprehensive in terms of color story because you have the fun shades, but you still have your metallic and matte neutral shades in here with the purple and the blue and the two purpley gray matte shades. And I really loved how this turned out. I still think you can make this day friendly, especially if you just work with Kissberry and Purple Berry. I think you can get a really nice smoke out of that. It's hard to say because I love Smoke Show too. I think that definitely is like a one type of look shade or palette rather because of the one metallic shade, and you definitely want that to be the star of the show, just to be on your lid and work from there. Let me know what you want to see on here next. I still need to get on here and apply Kathleen Lights and ColourPop's collab shadow palette for you. I've been using it and I really love it. And once again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video helped, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And until then, I'll see you on here again with another tutorial, demo, review, chatter. Get ready with me. Take care. Happy holidays.